Welcome, Kiss Destroyer. In honor of my new shirt, along with my Love Guns shirt, I'm doing a 2 for Kiss. So, I've done a lot of songs, mostly hit songs off of Destroyer, and I'm like, wow, this is a cool song. And there's a lot of cool techniques that they're using. Tabs, not quite there, so I spent some time with it. Like most Kiss songs, we're tuned down to E flat. I've written this out for you. My notes will be available down below, linked down below the video. So click on that. You can download them totally free because that's what we're about here, sharing. So, alright, it starts out, basically we're playing A, and I'm going to call them suspended. We're going to add our second or middle and ring finger down. And then we move up to an E, and we're going to start out with the suspended back to E. So it'll sound like this. And it starts out, it's more of a, I don't want to call it lazy, but it's an up-picked through the strings. Although when they play it live, they don't bother with that. They're just... But the recorded version is more of a... Then we move to our E suspended, then E. Alright, we'll do that again, but now we're going to go to D suspended and D. That will repeat. Alright, so that is the intro. Now I want to talk about the chorus because I've seen some people play this as a playthrough and so forth. And if you really, really listen to it, the chorus is different. So when we get to that, we'll speak to that. But for the verse, what we're going to do, this is pretty up-tempo song. We're going to hit 2 hits on a G power chord, 6th root. Then we're going to move to a D power chord, 5th root. Then we do this like, so we're sliding from 7 to 9 on the 5th string, grabbing the 7th fret of the 4th string, hitting 9, pull back off to 7, landing on 9 on the 5th. Then come right back to an A, then A sharp, and C. Alright, so we have this so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Repeat. Then it's like a pre-chorus. What they're doing is going to hit F power chord 3 times before going to an A sharp, back to the F power chord. And just move that whole thing up to G and C. Then we start the chorus. Now the chorus, it's different from the intro rhythm. What he does is play the A suspended, then the E suspended and E. The E suspended to E is done 3 times. It's not in every other. It's only the 4th time that they'll come to the D. So the chorus is this. Back into it. Alright, so that's the rhythm. Those are the verses. We're into verse 2. We go into pre-chorus 2 just like we've done. We go into chorus 2 just like chorus 1. Alright, then we're into the lead rhythm. The lead rhythm is quite different. It's more of a lick than an actual rhythm. So we'll go through that. So the rhythm during the lead will sound like this. That's That's the first half. All right. What we're doing is hitting an open E, 6th string. Then we'll hit it again and hit the 2nd fret and then off again to open. Then we come up to the 3rd fret, hit that and then open. Then we go 3 to 5 on the 6th string. Then there's a quick 3 to 5 hammer on, catching 3 on the 5th string, back to 5 on the 6th string. Then we just come down to 5 on the 5th string, back to 3. Alright, so that first half of the lead rhythm sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, the next half sounds like this, just a little bit different. Alright, so we're starting out the exact same. Oops. Okay, so we start out exactly the same. Once we hit the hammer on 3 to 5, we're going to lay right down, catch 5 to 3 on the 5th string. And then a quick 3 to 5 hammer. Alright, not a lot of people catch that hammer. Alright, so the second half together, 1, 2, 3, 4. So both together, which will equal the lead rhythm, 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically the lead rhythm is 2 measures with both of those licks. All right. Then we're into the pre-chorus. Now this second or third pre-chorus comes in with lead 2 in the second half of it. So we're going to do our F and G the same, but he goes into just a slight reprised A suspended, E suspended, E. So we have this. So you see, after doing the E suspended to E, we go back to the F and the G for pre-chorus 4, let's call it. And then what we do, it sounds like a chorus, but it's really the intro reprised. This is where we go from A to E to A to D with the suspendeds. All right, just like the intro. So I called it intro reprised because it's different from the actual chorus. Okay, and then we're into verse 3, which we know the licks, or pre-chorus, which at that point becomes 5. The intro chords reprise again, which again sounds kind of like a chorus. And basically we're going to fade out with that, okay? There are some licks in between. I've noted where they come in my notes. We'll go over the leads next, and you'll have the whole song. So this song, key A minor, or key of A, but we play in the A minor pentatonic. So up here at the 12th fret, we'd be in that position. So the first lick will be played the, just call it the 12th position, and we'll do this. So what we're doing there is hitting 15 bent up, and then 15 unbent, and then coming to 13, back to 15, back to 13, all on the 2nd string. Then we land on 14. Then we're going to to hit 14 again, pull off to 12, land on 14 on the 4th. Then you'll hit 15 bent, and then 15 bent, release, pulled off to 13, back to 15, 13, and then 15 bent. And 15 unbent. Slid off. Alright, so that's the whole first measure of the lead. We're just at this 12th position. So together, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the next measure you'll hear in the lead 1 will be here at the 5th position. Alright, so what we're doing is we're hitting 8th fret of the 2nd string, bending that up with the 5th fret at the same time on the 1st string, held. Then we come to 5 on the 1st string, to 8, pulled off to 5 twice. Then come to the 2nd string at 5, and then 8 bent. Then we catch 5 on the 1st string, to 8 pulled off to 5, landing on 7 on the 3rd. Then we go 5, 8, 5, 8 with some vibrato. Alright, so all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, now we're going to come back. That's basically the lead 1 that you'll hear. Now later in the song they do some other leads. I've labeled them when they come in as lead 2. And lead 3, and then the ending licks, which are just some unison bends. So lead 2, as I've labeled it, 1 measure lick that sounds like this. Alright, so what we're doing, it's really easy if you put your 2nd finger here at the 15th fret of the 1st string. We're going to bend that once. Then we're going to go to the 2nd string, 15 bent. Then we'll go to the 3rd string, 17 pulled off to 14. We'll do that pull off 3 times before we hit 17 with a bend. Then come to the 12th position, and what we're going to do is hit 12, 15 on the 1st string, coming to 15 and 13 on the 2nd string, landing on 14 on the 3rd with the bend and vibrato. Alright, so all together, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's lead 2. So the beginning of the 3rd lead, which is quite different, I'm just going to take the first little part of it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so what we're doing is hitting 15 on the 1st string bent, coming up to 22 bent, then we're going to hit 22, bend and release and pull off to 20, landing on 22 on the 2nd string. Then we're going to hit 22, bend and release and pull off, landing on 21. Alright, at that point we have to change positions. Alright, what we're going to do is hit 20, bend and release and pulled off to 17. Landing on 19. Then 19 pulled off, bent and release and pulled off to 17, landing on 19 with some vibrato and eventually pulled off. So the second measure of lead 3 will sound like this. It's got a little chromatic run at the end, which you'll recognize. We're at the 12th position. Alright, so what we're doing there is we're going to hit 15 bent and then 12 hammered on 15, pulled off to 12 on the first string. Landing on 15 on the second, and then hit 15 on the second again with a bend, and then 15 on the first with a bend. Now we want to change positions. Come up to the 17th position. You'll hit 20 bent, 20 unbent. Come to 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. Alright, that ends the third lick that you'll hear. So the ending licks that you'll hear are unison bends on the first and second string. We're going to start out on the first string at 9, the second string at 12, bent up. Move that to 15 and 18, first and second string. Slide down 1/2 fret and start over. Then we move to 13 and 16, 13 first string, 16, and then half step down. So that repeats. That's a measure, and then we do that a couple more times and then they start fading out. So that's the final licks. I really hope this helps everybody and can play a great song off of Destroyer. Enjoy.